do have a match. The match is BrightShadow versus Ringadon.
Shadow is a fairly strong player. Definitely part of the elite class of people that I've met in real life. Ringadon, brand new. We don't know. Could be really good. Who knows? They have, depending on how you define this, an equal win rate.
Yeah. Well, one of them is 1, the other is undefined.
Yeah.
Not
BrightShadow, 33rd in MT14. BrightShadow also really good at PS1 mystery games, as we learned at AGDQ. Is Ringadon stretching this to 16:9? Can I ban Ringadon for this? Oh yeah, let me do prediction.
I mean, Pufferfish King's opponent is, like, online, according to the Discord.
Yeah, but they haven't showed up in race chat or responded to pings.
Shaking my head.
Okay, oh thank god, Ringadon changed to 4x3. Oh, I should post in the Discord. This is a very rare class of games, indeed. And it was a huge battle to try and find one that would work for MT. But I did. And this was a real interesting game. Yeah, it's real. Both players are stretching to 4x3 though, which is also sinful, but not outright ban-worthy of stretching to 16:9 is.
Now I'm wondering what the default aspect ratio is.
For SNES, it's 8x7.
Huh. Did anyone even have a TV in that ratio?
No, the overscan extends it to 4x3. Yeah, but most emulators will end up stretching it to 4x3 instead of just including the overscan. You have to actually set an option for that. Well, wait, Xenogears covers? Xenogears songs? Broken Mirror Reflection? If anybody doesn't know, I love Xenogears. I've actually learned the entire speedrun route for any percent, but I would never have time. Yeah, this is Sicari Remastered.
2018-2021. Okay.
Yeah, this is a very rare case of game. This is a Super Mario World hack.
Huh. Not what I'd expect to see in MT.
But, unlike most Super Mario World hacks, it is basically a completely different game. It is an extremely high quality ROM hack. I was consistently impressed while playing this, and
Okay,
I thought
to be
it was
fair,
really fun.
I've seen some Super Mario World hacks. Isn't that kind of the norm now? That it can be something entirely different?
It can, but it's not usually. We may have a double after all. Pufferfish King, a nice Earth normal monster. You don't see a lot of those. Earth was kind of a broken attribute for a while. AtomPlayed as a water fusion monster. I can't think of any unless my dragon is one.
Muted. Sorry, I was muted. Just so you know, I actually have no idea what any of these colors or elements mean. I just picked whatever looked nice.
Oh, you picked? I didn't even think that you picked.
Well, no, I mean I picked like from the available colors. I was like,
yeah,
oh, this purple looks alright. I know this brown is the creatures, or whatever they call it.
Yeah, the only ones that you're missing are effect monsters, which are like the majority of what you see in Yu-Gi-Oh! Link monsters, synchros, and Xyz.
There was like white and something. I didn't like white, so I didn't include
White
it.
is synchro. Oh,
Yeah.
those are my favorite.
It looked bad in like as a layout, I think.
The dark blue with the arrows is Link, and then black is Xyz. Yeah, Mudragon is a water fusion monster. So congratulations to AtomPlayed. Mudragon is a really good card. So the most generic fusion in the entire game.
What kind of card is Death Mosquito?
I don't know. Let's see.
That's so sad. Alexa played Death Mosquito.
By the way, look how cool it is when you change the cards from match 1 to match 2 and the other way
Let's
around.
go.
Oh man, that's so cool! I
love it.
spent hours on this.
Death Mosquito is a dark level 3 insect monster. What's his effect? When this card is normal, special summon, place 2 counters on it. It gains 500 attack for each of these counters. If it would be destroyed by battle, remove one of these counters instead, so it's trash.
But it's Death Mosquito.
Well, insect's a bad type. It's not even a tuner.
Yeah, but Shramble's got it. So
Yeah, I mean, I got it too. I knew what you were saying, but it's still a bad monster.
Listen, I never knew how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I was the kid who just put down cards and said words.
I didn't know either until about, well, I kind of knew, but I never actually played it.
Still don't know how to play Pokemon.
I don't either. My friend has gotten into Pokemon TCG recently. I'm like, I don't know how to play.
All I know is that scalpers are a huge problem.
I know how to play, Magic, but I don't like it.
I think Magic has the Wizards of the Coast issue. As a game, as a card game, it works, but something about the way they managed it just. I did like the dinosaur one though. That was fun because they did feathered dinosaurs. And I don't care who you are, feathered dinosaurs are cool.
Yeah, they're in Yu-Gi-Oh! They're really cool in Yu-Gi-Oh!
They are way cooler than dull brown, like leathery dinosaurs. If you think that's wrong, you're wrong.
I remember actually using one, at least I think it was one, in the... We had a Yu-Gi-Oh! Cube draft at EGDQ, a live one. That was so much fun, by the way. It was me, C-Saver, Alpha, and I don't remember who else, but yeah, we had like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Draft. And it was so great. And I remember using, I think that's what Lengling is.
I still find drafts interesting. Especially in the context of like loot boxes and all that controversy. It's like, because the idea of randomness as a concept in what you get out of something does work in a gameplay sense. It's just when you explicitly charge and don't actually care how it affects gameplay.
Now there is one problem. I can't start another prediction. Oh, you only get to vote on this match. I'll at least put up a poll for the other one, because I can do that.
A prediction and a poll, there we go. Just pretend.
You don't get to throw your channel points in it though. I think are there good like water fusion monsters? I can't think of any. I mean, Mud Dragon is just so good, just because of Super Poly. But even Super Poly isn't that good anymore. It's not as good. There's more effective removal tools. I have a real I proxy most of my cards because I don't want to spend that much money on Yu-Gi-Oh! But Super Poly is actually one of the few legit cards that I have in this deck that's sitting right next to me, because it came in Dual Devastator. There's 3 real cards in this entire deck. Super Poly, Anti-Spell Fragrance, and Ash Blossom. And it's not a big issue because like I only play with my friends, obviously, and like they don't mind. I don't even proxy any of the really busted cards because this deck is really old. Like the only like really strong card that I have in here is like Infinite Impermanence and Ash Blossom. And Skill Drain, I guess, that is pretty good. Oh, and Extra. That's a $100 card.
Oh boy. You know, Cryo, I've lived by that advice my whole life, and I wasn't even trying to.
Cryo.
It's Cyro.
Chat. Cyro? It's Cyro.
Yeah, I know.
Why anyone...
Maurice and I got schmicked by it too.
Oh, I've been making an idiot out of myself.
I mean, Cryo Hydra makes sense. It's like Ice Hydra or something.
It actually sounds like Cyro Hydra?
I guess you gotta change your name now.
It's like Fire Hydrant. That's what I actually thought of the first time I heard Cyro Hydra.
Why don't you not like... I do not recall any of this.
Yeah, if you're just playing with your friends, proxying is all fine. We're all used to... I mean, we all play online anyway, so we're all used to just using all the busted cards. Which they're not even that strong in Yu-Gi-Oh! And most of them are not that expensive. There's a few, like, very expensive ones that are that strong, but on average, Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks aren't even that expensive. I guess when I made this deck, I think Imperm was still an $80 card, but I think it's only like 15 now. Ash Blossom, I think, has been going up. It used to be $8. That one's really easy because it's in Dual Devastator, though. So everybody just buys 3 Dual Devastators just so they get 3 Ash Blossoms. That is the most common card in any Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta deck. If you go onto YGOProDeck.com, they have an auto scraper that pulls decks that top tournaments, and they also now have a top card thing, which shows how many decks of those tournament topping decks, what cards have been used. Ash Blossom is number 1, 409 decks. Second place is Nibiru with 355. Can't get over the cards just flipping around, and it's just like a new card. It just looks so good.
It's so cool.
So snazzy.
Also, when you we can't really show tournament matches yet because there really aren't any.
All the round 1.
Yeah, but like here, see, even if you switch the tournament matches from match 1 to match 2, it's hours have been spent on this. Hours have been spent on this.
You know, this is at least not as much setup as when we tried to do that triple match in MT15. I'm glad that that probably won't happen again.
You say that now.
No, we're not gonna let it happen again. What are the other top tournament cards? Called by the Grave is number 3? That was the saddest case in Yu-Gi-Oh! History, because that's been limited to 1 now. It's a very, very good resource, especially if you're looking to get into Yu-Gi-Oh! Is YGO Pro Decks auto tournament meta decks. You're not going to build any of these in person because these are expensive, but you can build some good ones. The meta's in a really good place too, because there's like a lot of different things topping tournaments. There's some common ones like Tenyi Sword Soul and stuff, but it's really varied. Oh, yeah, this Sky Striker deck runs 3 Pot of Prosperities. That's a $150 card. Yeah, Imperm's down to $10. That used to be really expensive. Surprised Sky Strikers did even come back, because they were almost like a broken tier 0 deck when they came out. They were pretty close to that, and then they just got hit by the ban list really hard.
I know a friend of mine who's really into Magic, and whenever he tells me like about a card or something, it's very different from the Magic that I know, which is like the first edition sort pack thing. So now you got like commanders, and every card has like some special ability.
Oh,
Yeah, Commander's actually good.
Commander is the best casual Magic format.
That's what he
And
says.
I
Yeah,
think so is.
he says that too.
In essence, the way Commander is played lends itself to having fun and coming up with a thematic and enjoyable deck versus actually trying to win.
Okay.
Just to give a quick thing, basically, you pick a legendary creature or specific legendary planeswalker, which is just a new special type they made, and that is your commander, and that defines your colors, and you're stuck in those colors, and that's all there is to it. And you pick out of those colors to build your deck themed around your commander, who is in essence always in your hand even when dead.
It's basically what if Magic was Yu-Gi-Oh.
Kind of.
That's kind of how like building decks and playing works in Yu-Gi-Oh. Is you pick an archetype with a specific boss monster, and you build the deck around the boss monster.
But there's also... Magic has a lot... That's actually probably the best part of Magic, was all the different modes. Like Penny Dreadful on Magic the Gathering Online, which is like every month or something, the only legal cards are the ones that at like midnight on X day cost 1 penny on like some specific trading thing. So it's self-regulating. If a card gets too good in Penny Dreadful, it won't cost a penny anymore.
Yeah, most people in Yu-Gi-Oh also don't play like strong meta level stuff. They just pick an archetype that they like, just build around that. They usually don't end up being like crazy strong. Unless your friend's like, wow, I really like Mech Knights, or wow, Shadal's look so cool.
I think I still like Draft best though.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Draft was really fun. It doesn't really work with Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of how the game works,
Yeah.
but it
With
was
Magic
fun.
though. Magic is a wonderful draft game, especially because then all
Magic has a
it's
lot of
not
staples.
like, yeah, and it still works because it's like the new set. Oh, cool! What's actually relevant in it? Like 2 cards. That's it.
Yeah,
And it's
Yu-Gi-Oh!
like-
has extremely few like true staples. Like the only one I would say is probably a true staple is maybe Ash Blossom at this point. In like
Yeah,
2050.
Whereas you're drafting in Magic, you might go, hang on, that's like a 3-cost 2/2 that buffs other 3-cost 2/2s. But if no one else is drafting it, all of a sudden, that's a really powerful card.
Alright, you have a game. It's the same as before.
Hey, I've seen this game before.
Yeah.
Whoa! I never would have guessed.
It is still Sicari remastered for the SNES.
Yeah, so I heard that this is apparently a revamped version of previous hacks that this author has done, which were Sicari and I don't even know. Let me see actually on. Oh, I'll link to the SMW Central page for this as well.
That would make sense given the remastered name.
Let me see ROM hacking on it. They say a remake of the 2013 hack Sicari. This is a complete overhaul of Super Mario World with 2 playable characters, Sicari and K16, 6 unique bosses, 6 main worlds, along with 2 bonus worlds and 68 exits. I didn't find any of them, so I hope nobody takes a different exit somehow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know why they picked this song.
Oh
They
man,
picked
that
the
freaked
Elder
me
Scrolls
out.
theme.
I thought I left Morrowind on for a second.
Yeah, I don't know what was with that. We have big story intro. No, this is nothing like Kaizo. This is just like a normal video game.
Oh, they're in the city.
AtomPlayed, no play.
Sounds like Kirby music.
This does sound like Curry music.
But yeah, this is. It controls like Super Mario World, but there are some key differences. Where like the 2 characters have their own unique abilities. Sicari has all the normal Super Mario World mechanics, so she gets P-Speed, and she can spin jump to break blocks. But K16 has the Mega Buster.
Huh. That's definitely a difference. Also, Can is the P music.
Yeah. So at first, I found myself using K16 because I'm like, oh, the Mega Buster is so cool. Also different in this game, you have an HP bar. Well, not a bar, you have an HP number at the top. And that determines when you die, but you have a ton of HP in this game. So at first, I found myself using K16 because I was like, oh, Mega Buster, you could shoot things in Mario? That's really cool. And then I found myself using Sicari more and more because, well, Sicari gets P-Speed, that's mostly why. That you could just go faster.
Gotta go fast.
Yeah, it is actually fairly similar to Super Mario World.
Oh, we got
Oh,
jumping
nice,
jacks.
BrightShadow with a skip. I definitely didn't try that. Yeah, I think I actually wrote in my submitter comment, this is a combination of 2 extremely rare things that you'll never see in MT, also it's Sonic for whenever you clear a stage, is that this is a good SNES platformer, and it's also an MT viable Super Mario World hack, both in one, which is like 2 unicorns. So I'm curious to see what kind of characters players are going to be going with for most of this game. You can't switch any single time that you see a block that has like the green and orange on it. You will actually need to do it at some point. There are quote-unquote puzzles later that require you to play a certain character. But for the most part, for most of the game, you can pick whatever. Oh, also, I think it's K16 can wall jump.
It seems like Ringadon's
No,
the
both
only
characters
one
can.
sticking with Sicari at the moment.
Yeah, I definitely found myself using Sicari more and more, just because of P-Speed. Which I guess for those who haven't played Super Mario World out there, P-Speed is, if you start running for a while, you start to run very fast. And that's what we call P-Speed. Because in Super Mario Bros. 3 it was denoted by a P. I don't know why. I'm surprised that we're actually seeing players die. Because pits are fairly easy to avoid in this game. There's not a lot of them. At least early on. Okay, now we're seeing BrightShadow go to Sicari. We're already seeing speed up to P-Speed.
Pufferfish King as well, who just fell in a pit.
Yeah, also seeing good use on BrightShadow's side of not running, which is sometimes a trap people will fall into when playing platformers in MT, is that you want to be running because you want to be going fast. Oh, here's also our first introduction to gates. Only certain characters can go through the gates. Sicari goes through orange and K16 goes through green.
I appreciate the Crash Bandicoot-esque shoes flying up in the air when you fall down the pit.
Yeah, I thought it was really cute. I wish I could have seen it more. Oh, did AtomPlayed reset the game?
Uh-oh.
Or game over. Well, if you game over, you could have continued. I think might have reset the game.
BrightShadow, perhaps having to learn the wall jump here.
Yep, got a wall jump. You can stick to
Is
the
that
walls.
in the paste bin?
I don't think it is.
Oh dear.
I could have sworn that I added it. I had to add extra stuff to the space bin.
There we go. BrightShadow figures it
You
out.
can wall jump. Apparently, everybody else got stuck by that too. Nice to know that, despite adding more things to the paste bin, I forgot. To be fair, I'm pretty sure Myth was the one who had to tell me to add the other stuff to the paste bin. He did not tell me about this. Oh, there's Paracoopas. Or Paratroopas. Sorry, they're not named Paracoopas. I'm normally a stickler for calling things by official names, but that's one that I always mess up. See, players making good progress throughout this level. Levels are sometimes quite long in this game. And see BrightShadow clearing. Ringadon's not too far behind. And then Pufferfish King, I think AtomPlayed it was back a level because I think reset for some reason.
I believe so, yeah.
I don't know why. So I believe this power-up that BrightShadow picks up, I think it powers up your Buster Shots. And I don't know what it does for Sicari. I don't actually know what like half these power-ups do, because I didn't get most of them.
I mean, I noticed Sicari even got like a Fire Flower Buster thingy as well.
Yeah, I think it gives it to both characters and it powers it up. The Golden Palace. I don't remember exactly how many levels are in this goal. I want to say it's 6 per world.
Oh dear, a key.
Yeah, we see a key. And we get to a checkpoint as well.
Does the paste bin mention keys in any way?
No, because I don't even remember where they're used, because they're not required.
Okay.
I think there were, like, alternate exits to some of these, but they're so unbelievably far out of the way, and you'd have to do so many ridiculous things to them that, like, I couldn't even figure out how to get there.
Yeah, if I saw that in a race without it being mentioned in the paste bin, it would just be a case of hoping that, okay, that wasn't the end. Yeah, just hope that wasn't the intended route.
I trust Myth more than that, so... Oh, both Pufferfish King and BrightShadow take a death from losing HP.
What the heck is that music?
I don't know.
It's Bomberman.
I don't know any.
It's Bomberman.
Oh, that is Bomberman. You're totally right.
Ah,
No wonder I
bugging me
recognized
for a
it.
second.
I wonder how many of the players are gonna hate me after playing this.
When the play shell jumped instead of wall jumped. That would be something special.
Yeah, that would be impressive.
Not entirely sure why BrightShadow went for a diamond.
I did try and do a midair in this game, and I was like a frame off. I do have quite a bit of SMW experience, so... Well, I don't have that much, but I've played it a bit. So I really did enjoy playing this.
I'm curious, was this also flagged for only early brackets, or...?
No, it was just have equal SMW experience.
That's fair.
Hits the spikes again. Game over. I believe this
Was
one
that the
saved
Mega Man
everybody.
3 Game Over music?
I think
That
so. I
sounded
think
like-
you're actually right. Because I do actually know that one because my younger brother was playing Mega Man 3 recently.
Yeah, that's the one that's weirdly cheerful.
Okay, yeah, it sends you back to last level on the map where you were, but you have everything unlocked.
Looks like everyone's on the Golden Palace now at varying stages of completion.
We'll see. I'm pretty sure BrightShadow was close to the end. Ringadon, I think is getting there because there's the 3 flying guys. I want to say Pufferfish King is the closest. Or no, I think it is AtomPlayed right now.
No, I think Pufferfish King is
Yeah,
ahead
Pufferfish
because
King
of
is
this
closer.
vertical.
Yeah,
Vertical area was towards the end.
I don't remember testing this game. I tested actually like 6 SMW hacks to see if I could fit one of them in. This was the only one that was reasonable.
Okay,
There
can
was actually
anyone
one that
name...
came out after round 1 that I almost threw in. Well, not almost threw in. I wanted to test, and then I started playing it. I was like, you know what? No, this is bad.
Can anyone name the sound effects that's the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da that just popped up a minute ago? Because that's gonna bug me too. This is just what happens when, like, music and sound effects references so many games. I start thinking, but what's that from?
A lot I tested were like, total conversion hacks. There's a Toho one that was really impressive, but it was just one of the levels was too mazy. Just sad because it was
dang.
actually like really good, and it used the MSU sound chip, so you got the original music.
Ooh,
It was like
fancy.
a 1 gigabyte download for a SNES game. See, Pufferfish King through the Golden Temple. Other players not too far behind. Ringadon getting pretty close. And BrightShadow also right on his tail.
Just to be clear, because it may not be really obvious, we have 2 matches that are completely separate going on. We have the top match, BrightShadow versus Ringadon, and we have the bottom match, Pufferfish King versus AtomPlayed. So, if Pufferfish King finishes first, it doesn't mean anything for the top match.
Yeah, just look to your horizontals.
Look where it says like winners won. Kind of like left versus right.
Now we're into cave level. This is normal Mario World at this rate. It's not an auto-scroller though. I don't even remember if there was an auto-scroller in this goal. This goal is not very much of the game. It's only gonna be like 12 exits out of what, 68? This is a fairly lengthy hack. Yeah, I tested a lot of different SMW mods trying to find an empty viable one. I tested like 3 puzzle hacks. Some of them were actually okay, but one of them had enemy RNG in one level, the other one had enemy RNG in one level. One of them required too much SMW knowledge, and the last one was just bad.
I think BrightShadow was the first one on the Golden Temple, and he was the last one out of it.
Yeah,
It's kind of interesting.
now gets Sonic. I'm glad all the music and like sound effects are just all ripped from other games. Or I guess they're all just like arranged versions.
Not an uncommon thing for a hack to see it just copy all its music from the particular creator's favorite games.
There was a Toho hack. There was 2 total conversion ones. They were really good, but there was problems with the levels that made them not empty viable. But they were really good. One of them had like not enough soft lock protection and kind of mazy on one of the levels. And the other one I don't even remember.
Oh, did AtomPlayed just died without hitting the check? Oh, game over anyway.
Oh yeah, that was brutal anyway. I'm surprised that we're seeing players take this like really slow and steady actually. Oh, didn't hit the checkpoint either for BrightShadow. Died right
Oof.
before it.
Something about this game makes me wish EG was empty viable, but it's just too mazy. I know. I think it's
taking back a lead on this.
The female protagonist. I must admit, I'm disappointed they're not riding the minecarts.
I don't think you can. I think they're just static.
No, that's what I'm saying. You put a minecart in a video game and not let the player ride it? That's just disappointing.
Yeah, it must have been an SMW limitation or something. Techno Time, First King.
Just make it Yoshi.
That is one thing. I don't think Yoshi shows up in this hack at all, or like any Yoshi likes. I did not encounter one. I did like
AtomPlayed.
Oh yeah, that was a bad death.
Pufferfish King, the furthest ahead now in Tron.
Techno Time.
Yeah, Tron.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this level.
Like, did anyone see the movie Tron?
I don't think this game really knew what it was doing half the time. It was just like, you know, it would be really cool, and then like that's what they put in, which I really did enjoy.
I think it kind of looks like Pac-Man.
It does only in the corners.
Yeah, like those blue outlines.
Pufferfish is really low on life. Course clear for AtomPlayed. Also moving on to Techno Time. So I hope they read the pace menu, because this will become important in later levels. This is the first level where I think you can do it. But you can break these blue blocks by spin jumping on them, which only Sicari can do. And then green block can be picked up with X or Y, and I believe that's also only Sicari who can do that. Oh, that death is gonna actually put AtomPlayed ahead. BrightShadow also clearing that on the Techno Time. As Ringadon takes a game over. Still on chapter 1-4. I'm sure this music is ripped from somewhere too, but I don't know what it is. Oh, you know what? I wonder if the hack readme actually says this. This sounds like Mega Man. This absolutely sounds like Mega Man.
It really does, wow.
I don't know what Mega Man game, because again, I've only played the first, and Rockman and Forte, and 5 Game Boy.
This is Mega Man 9, according to Xeno.
That makes sense. This does sound like a kind of newer one. Yeah, let's see if the hack readme says where all the music is from. Readme and changelog. No, it doesn't. This apparently does not add new levels from the previous hack of this, which was in 2013, but it does change a bunch of other things.
Huh.
That's impressive if a hack like this existed in 2013. I know SMW hacking has been like way high quality for a long time, but like even that's pretty impressive. Moving through the stage at breakneck pace. So here's SMW knowledge check. If you just hold run, you can run past these over 1 block gaps. But it requires some pretty careful jumps in this section. This is probably one of the harder parts of the goal. I love seeing the players pop into P-speed every time. Yeah, it spawns you outside the level for whatever reason on this. I think it's like an SMW engine limitation.
Alright, that's all 3 players dying to those single block platforms.
I'm pretty sure I died once too, but then I was just like, okay, I'm gonna take it slow.
Ah, there goes BrightShadow. Oh boy, here we go.
Could be a good idea to just not run.
Oh, I think this is gonna be a bit of a moment.
This is your test of platforming skill. Every single time I see the players pop into P-Speed, I'm like, yeah! Go fast. Because that's what I was doing when I played. I was just like, schmoovin' when I played this game.
I guess Internet Dirigible, you can just run over one-tile gaps.
Yes. That's been a thing in like every Mario game, actually, I think.
Pretty much.
I know it was in SMB 1. And I don't think there's a single situation to ever do it in SMB 2. You think I would know, being somewhat of an expert of that game now. Game over. Yeah, you will also have to jump across enemies to make gaps cleanly, which I think is kind of unique. I don't think I've seen very many, like, platformers that actually, especially like Mario likes. Other games.
Mario likes, I'll give you. But as far as actual, like precision platformers, that's a fairly common thing.
That's very common in like precision platformers, but not in Mario likes.
AtomPlayed back and running across full speed.
Oh, AtomPlayed
just
runs
going.
across too. I gotta wait for that to blow up.
And down the pit.
Jumping into the pit. Oh, the racers are gonna be so mad at me after this. I would have had a blast if I drew this in MD. Because I very much enjoyed testing this game. This is one of my favorite games I tested. Well, that I submitted.
Fish King taking it slow.
And then don't take it slow. Bam. Oh, you don't want to hit the charge and chug. It's not good.
Well, if you just kill it, then...
Yeah. If you just wait, good.
Just ignoring the one-block platform.
This is my secret plan to get people to convert to anti-Nintendoism when they play this game and they're like, wow, this game controls like trash. I'm like, this is just SMW.
I mean, that's less anti-Nintendoism, more anti-Super Nintendoism. Which, to be fair, I'm a firm believer of and would like to join.
Yeah, that is like, if you play an MT, you have that.
Listen to that crackle.
Running right, yeah.
Yeah, do we
But
have
the
another...
game is running the right speed though.
Do you think so?
I think. I can't tell. Gee, I wonder where this song is from.
No, simple Sarah. MT gives people an entirely honest view of the Super Nintendo.
We realized that it sucks. That like 90% of the things on it suck.
Even the Legends, Mega Man X, Donkey Kong, I'm saying it now, they're not that good. They're all overrated. They're not bad, but they are not that good.
Yeah, the only SNES platformer that I played, I'm like, man, this game was so good, was Yoshi's Island, and that's it. That's the only one that I've ever been like, man, I love this game.
Yes, and that's because that game both has the hover, which is a huge thing, and is kind of slower paced and a bit more chill. Why limited to SNES? Because SNES is the bad one. Super Metroid, overrated. I will say these things. Fight me. Mario World,
Okay,
overrated.
I'll say it about the N64. And Nintendo fans would be like, oh, you can't say that, that's blasphemy.
Okay, I will say on Mega Man X, I played Mega Man X and hated it. I played Mega Man X2 and I'm like, oh, so this is what playing Mega Man X must have been like. The first one in that is just like not good, but then I guess it got better.
So here's the first boss on Pufferfish's side. It's a Mario boss. What do you think you do? You jump on his head.
3 times.
Yes, I think it's 3 at least. Though unlike actually other Mario enemies, you can't like throw stuff into him. And oh, it's not 3 times. I think it's like 5 actually. Gee, I wonder what game series this song is from. There we go. It was 4 hits or 5? That's world clear for Pufferfish. That is first world down. See, now Pufferfish's game is running at like perfect speed.
Well, that's good.
Well,
To be fair, Pufferfish is still in the lead anyway.
yeah, it's also like 25 minutes in. This is the second time this has happened. Where it just happens we've been like 25 minutes in. Alright, hope you read the pastebin. Alright, you did read the pastebin.
It doesn't sound very perfect
It
speed
doesn't
to
sound
me.
good. Well, if it becomes a problem, we'll see. Because the other match is also fine. So also like Super Mario World, another test on the mechanic. You can hold items in the select button box. Pufferfish actually used that for the first time.
Simple Sarah, I'm entirely in my right mind when I say the Super Nintendo is overrated and most of the games for it aren't that great.
I think that's most Nintendo things are overrated. I think it's because people only played those, so they must be the best.
Nico does make a good point on Super Metroid though, because the thing is, the map design in that game is good. It's just everything else about it.
You see BrightShadow also on the boss. Alright chat, what game is this song from? This almost sounds like Mega Man.
I'm just gonna say Mega Man for everything.
It probably is Mega Man. Game over. Oh, that's a real brutal game over to get.
Sarah, you've got to keep in mind this is an argument you will not win with me because I'm being arbitrary and stupid about it.
It's okay, I have much more hot takes than that, especially relating to other Nintendo things. As somebody who recently replayed through Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, and they were miserable.
I did the same and I loved it.
They were probably the most boring platformers I've ever played in my life.
Not arguing, fair enough. I'm just giving it as a warning.
Wait, Maurice,
Because
did you 100% them?
Yes.
Oh,
Well, I
I'm
didn't
so
play
sorry.
Super Mario Galaxy 1 twice.
Well, yeah, I didn't do that either, because I wanted to throw my game out the window after the first time.
Hmm.
Galaxy 1 was better. I enjoyed Galaxy 1 more. Galaxy 2 decided to throw you a giant middle finger with all the green stars, and then keep doing that.
I love the
entire
green
game.
stars.
The green stars are just Luigi mode, but in the single playthrough.
Yeah,
But also
It's great.
bad.
So is Luigi mode.
Yeah.
yeah, Luigi mode was bad.
Chapter 2-2, the Rainbow Palace.
Like, you won't hear me arguing Galaxy is perfect, but I do think they're fun. They're just heavily flawed.
I think I had zero fun playing Galaxy 2. I think I had more fun playing Galaxy 2 until I got to World 3. And I was like, you know what? I hate every level in this game, actually. I think I had fun in one Galaxy. And it's because it was the Super Mario Sunshine Galaxy. Oh, the go fast block. I love those. Back at this boss for BrightShadow. It says, jump on his head 5 times. You can shoot him too. I don't know how much damage it does.
Nico, I will never be silenced. Jamie, I don't think that's a controversial opinion. I think that's just accurate. Because it was the first. It is the worst.
There's Jerry the Jester down for BrightShadow. That was Pokemon, I'm pretty sure, right there. It was like a weird
Oh my god.
arrangement of Pokemon.
What's
All right,
this song?
chat. Oh, okay. I wouldn't know this one. Chat, I'm
Wait, no,
tasking
this is
you.
Mega Man.
I'm tasking you for recognizing all the music in this game, because I'm sure somebody in chat will.
Yeah, you can wall jump as both characters, we figured out.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, there was a brief misunderstanding way earlier on, but yeah, both can wall jump.
First King, despite game probably not running at the correct speed, is still running away with this bottom race.
Mm-hmm.
4 lives, still has health in select slot. On like 2-2 now?
Well, the game becomes potentially easier if it runs slow.
See, you would think that,
Yes.
but that has never been the case with any game
Yeah.
that I've ever tried to play in my life. It makes it harder.
Yeah, especially
You
because the
just have to-
slowdown.
You have to guess what your controls are gonna do.
Yeah, the slowdown can lead to dropped inputs as well. Or mistimed things and inconsistent movement.
Ringadon still on Jerry the Jester on the stage. AtomPlayed on the fight. I'm sure there's like big plot and everything to all this. I'd be curious to actually play more of this game. Because I
one's
did
stopping
enjoy
you.
what I played. Well, except all the other stuff that I'm playing.
That's the case for everyone. You get to decide what you're playing.
I had a big trip, so I had to drop everything I was playing. There we go, AtomPlayed takes out Jerry. Yeah, this is Pokemon. I knew I had it right. I still need to go back to Phantasy Star. And I said I was going to learn the Hybrid Heaven speedrun for the Speedrun Every System project. That hasn't happened. I found World 2 to be quite easy in this game, though. Except the final level in World 2. That one was harder.
So are those spikes or flames on the little turtles you can't jump on?
Those are spikes.
Okay, because they look very floppy.
Because I believe you can spin jump off them. Which is the rule in Super Mario World. If it exists, you can spin jump off of it.
Yeah.
Because the spin jump in Mario World is incredibly busted.
Null stuff, this is a ROM hack of Super Mario World.
Forest of Umbra on 2-4. BrightShadow still... They're both on 2-1, but... Well, BrightShadow just finished 2-1. Bring it on at the very beginning of 2-1. AtomPlayed also on 2-1. Pufferfish King showing their strength as a competitor right now. Oh yeah, the select box drops the item wherever the box is, which includes if it's inside of a wall right now.
BrightShadow with
Bring
the
it on.
impressive death. Is this an intentional game over? No.
Nope. I'm guessing, yeah, this is Mario Kart Double Dash.
Yep, this is a road that you go. This here's a road. It's called a Rainbow Road. And you go there when you die.
I'm impressed that I recognized which Mario Kart game it was. I think it's because I saw other people playing Double Dash. Because I don't like Double Dash that much.
I mean, I've never played Double Dash. I only know it from the song.
Yeah, I don't like Double Dash that much. I don't like how it controls.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could never forget Princess Peach, Mario, and the Toad.
Oh, now it has... Wait, does Double Dash Remix part of 64's music? I didn't know that.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, that
Like,
makes
all the Rainbow Roads, like, sort of lead into each other, don't they?
Yeah, but this is specifically the Super Mario 60, the Mario Kart 64 theme for it.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, because the 64 is the uncle that is missed again. See, it all makes sense now.
See, whenever I've seen Double Dash, it's been people talking over it, so I never know any of the music. Meow, Sonic. Why is it Sonic every time? It's so jarring every time. Because I hear that, I'm like, oh yeah, Sonic. And I look at this, I'm like, wait, this isn't Sonic. Alright, that's my next goal, is to find a MT viable Sonic ROM hack. Like a ROM hack, not a fan game.
Oh, good luck. Because Sonic is like the opposite of MT viable.
We have Sonic viable fan games that are just like Sonic. We'll have to find a ROM hack.
No, listen, the only good Sonic game is a racing game where you're on foot. That's when Sonic's at its best.
Sonic our best part of Racing Grand Prix. BrightShadow just run right into the pit. Now I understand why these players said they didn't have a lot of SNW experience. I believe Puffer's King is on the last level goal. Might have one more to go. Oh hey, look at these boo rings. Remember these? I remember trying to skip in between the boos as a kid. Game over.
You don't still do that?
Well, I know how to do it now. I know how to actually like go. Well, actually, I know how to skip them entirely in 11 exit by doing the stair
Like,
flip.
those chompers are from Donkey Kong Jr. in
Yeah,
this ghost level.
Oh, there's a checkpoint. No, hit it. That's
During
just
the
lore.
war.
That's just lore. We don't care about it.
The Lunar War.
Yeah, this game has on its SNW page, it says, this game may have sensitive content in it. Which
What?
scares me for the plot. I think
Do you
they mean
actually
in
know what the
plot.
plot is?
No. I did not read a single line of plot in this game. Because I tested this specifically for MT. Oh, you can tell Puffer's King, real SMW pro, crouched before jumping when had to jump a long gap. That's
When
real
you do
SMW
play this,
valor.
you better let us know what the plot's all about.
Well, sadly, this isn't eligible for the Speedrun Every System project, because I'm trying to stay out of homebrew and ROM hacks. If
Well,
possible.
you never had to speedrun it, you just have to beat it.
Yeah, I
and
know,
read the
but I
lore.
probably won't play it. Oh, here's Erie's. Oh, there's holes in this floor? Well, there are, but it doesn't matter. I didn't actually know that. Because they're not pits. They're just holes.
Just ignore the boo ring.
Yeah, just run through them.
Oh,
But
no.
we don't have to wait on this
No.
one. Only has 19 health. Oh, there's the
Oh,
end of
there's
stage.
the end.
Bam. Okay, that was not the last level. That was 2-5, I think. Yeah, Jetpack Joe, here we go. Puffer's King is on the last level. So here, this is actually important. You will have to actually pick the right character for this, which is kind of bad, but whatever. If you get to the end of this small section and have the wrong character, you have to do it again. You have to play as Sicari.
Well, that's
Because-
rude.
You will have to pick up blocks. Which, that is an SMW mechanic, so that is Sicari only. Also, that thing hurts you. So, read the pace spin. You don't spin jump these, you pick them up with X and Y. Because this is SMW. Course cleared. Oh yeah, also you get the Tanuki suit. in this game. You can see those pickups.
Well, it's Luigi's Kitsune suit this time.
Yeah, it's a Kitsune suit. Puffer's King with the optimization had to break one less block. This is the last checkpoint, I'm pretty sure. Before the boss. BrightShadow went through the door right in time. Only took 4 damage. Or 3 damage. That's good checking the top. Good like knowledge check. See if you really trust the game or not. I'm just gonna assume that every song is Mega Man. Because that also sounds like Mega Man.
Could be.
No, I promise I'll play the Mega Mans. Oh, Puffer's smart. Taking the health up for this. You have quite a section of having to jump in between things, and your health does matter for this. No, don't enter the door yet! What are you doing? Pick up the health! This is the boss.
Please reconsider your actions, sir. That's all I saw. He's got a gun!
Yeah, he does have a gun. Yeah, you can actually choose to do this boss as K16 as well, because you had the character swap right before. I believe this boss is another 5-hitter. Yeah, also you can duck underneath the bullets. I don't know if that works as K16. I believe K16 actually has a bigger hitbox.
That's 3 for Pufferfish.
Unplayed is 2 levels behind. Ringadon still is on 2-1, I think, whereas BrightShadow is on 2-4.
Next hit, Pufferfish. Whether on them or the boss, it's gonna be it.
There we go.
That's
Bam! It. Yep, it says world clear. Because I always try and use the terminology that the game uses. Whether it says clear, whether it calls things levels, stages, rounds, whatever. 2-5, Alone in the Dark. I hope it has a song from Alone in the Dark. Okay, this is not Mega Man. I don't know what this is, but it is not Mega Man. Chat, I'm gonna need your help. $42.38, not a bad time. This is one of the few times where I feel okay about my testing time now. That doesn't happen very often. But I do have quite a bit of SMW experience.
Yeah, that if any player had a bit too much, that would definitely make or break this race. But
oh yeah, a bit too much as in I have... well, I have a lot as in I've played the game like 4 times.
Yeah.
That's the reason we have to ask if somebody has a lot. Play bad and play that. Probably forfeit. Misspells it, the MT Classic. Forfeit.
It's almost Fortnite.
Game crashed.
BrightShadow just slid into the pit.
Look at that seamless transition to 2-player screen. Wow, it's perfect. BrightShadow is pretty far ahead of Ringadon at this point.
Mm-hmm. Not impossible for an upset, but Definitely a strong lead. Also, it's easier to see the sprites now. I didn't realize those guys were wearing helmets.
I think you have testing times. Wow, Deutschem destroyed this. Deutschem must be really good at SMW or something. Alright, chat, where is the song from? Yeah, I don't know about K16. As I said before, I used K16 at the starter lot because I'm like, oh, Mega Buster, really cool. But then at the end, I was like, okay, you know what? No, I'm going Sicari. Because I want the SMW mechanics. Mostly P-Speed and spin jump.
Hello. Hello,
Hi,
Pufferfish King. Congratulations.
Hello. Thanks.
Yeah, you played really well, actually. You kind of were tearing away from the rest of the group by the time we got to World 2. Everybody was kind of synced at the end of World 1 finishing, except for you. You were like one level ahead and then just tore away from the rest. Just good play. Solid. Played it safe. Made sure to keep some extra health in reserve at all times, which I think was actually a big thing that helped.
Something I noticed is that you have 5 hits compared to the normal 1 or 2. I was like, if I have an extra heart that's 6 hits, I can probably just damage boost some of this, honestly. If it's going to take a bit to get through, just run round through.
It's well worth it at some points.
Yeah, there's one of those levels where I think the only time I didn't hold right was because I needed to go left. Like...
So I think BrightShadow is 1 level ahead of Ringadon, or is it 2?
I think it's 2? Because there's the Rainbow Road. The place where you go when you die. Oh, that's a different death animation.
Now I am curious, were there any semi-obvious game mechanics I completely skipped over?
I don't believe so, and I say that to someone who did not test this, but TPC is muted, so... but
I thought I was talking. No, I don't think so. Although, apparently, every single person got stuck on wall jumping because we forgot to put it in the face bin.
When I always hold against walls, and I noticed I was falling really slowly earlier on, and then when I got to that point, I'm like, oh wait, wall jumping is a thing in this. Because I specifically remember only time I've seen that is
BrightShadow dying right before the end of the stage.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's definitely not good.
But has 3 lives.
Oh yeah, we'll get through this no problem.
I mean, no problem, I don't know, they've been stuck on this level for a while now.
Well, by this time, with enough information, as long as you're not jumping right into shells like that,
yeah, imagine.
You can usually get in, finish them.
It was like every word you said was a hit from something.
Well, I don't know about some of these decisions about where to stand.
Oh boy.
Game over for Ringadon. Wait, is Ringadon on 2-1? Oh.
Yeah, 2-1. Oh, I did know it right.
Oh, it's actually quite behind.
It's very far behind. BrightShadow definitely gonna have to put some more time into learning how to dodge some of this. The damage boost strategy hasn't been working out.
I don't think it's a damage boost if you do it accidentally.
Well, I always call it that anyway.
If you
'Cause I
say
like
it's
to-
a damage boost, you sound better at the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to make myself think that I'm better at games than I am, even though I actually don't at all.
You can have improvised damage boosts.
Right, another
I'm
try
gonna have
for
to play
this.
real safe on this boo ring. Or
I think
whatever
he
these
died on the
creatures
next.
are.
I think he jumped into the ceiling actually. Oh.
Oh, bad spin jump.
Oh man, that's gotta feel bad with Alpha
Yeah.
Fish King being done 8 minutes ago.
Yeah, being in a double is definitely like a different... It's a different feeling because of that, because you see other people finishing who you knew were racing with you. It's not like, oh, some random people joined my race, I don't really care about them. These are like actual competitors.
I really hate these spikes because you have to jump
Yeah, they're
before
tight.
them. You get hurt by the spikes if you just walk like on the corner of them.
I think the key is to crouch and jump.
Alright, got one
Alright,
extra
that's
HP.
one extra tick.
Yeah. Oh jeez. Oh no!
I see what he was
Oh
trying to do.
no!
He was trying to spin jump because it makes you jump smaller.
Well, yeah, but I mean, then he fell into the spikes twice. That's bad.
Yeah, you still need horizontal speed. Ringadon moving on to... I've forgotten
Rainbow
what
Road.
this stage was. This is Rainbow Road?
Yeah, 2-2 is Rainbow Road, I think. Yeah, the Rainbow Palace.
Oh, I'm putting on the song. I don't know about chat.
But BrightShadow
Oh no,
probably...
right. What? Where are you
Okay, I don't
going?
know
Just
I don't know what that was.
just wall jump back up.
Oh, Ringadon taking the key. I definitely did take the key because I didn't know if there was going to be water sections coming up. Or like if there was water sections anywhere in the game, so I was like, oh, I'm taking the key. I'm gonna swim so fast. And then there was no water. Which Super Mario, when you're holding an item, is pretty nice to swim in. Not when you're not holding an item. End of the stage for Ringadon. These like intermission levels in between these they're pretty simple.
That was fast.
Yeah, I expect to see Ringadon make some time up here. This would be an impressive comeback.
It's just BrightShadow has so much problems with this stage. Oh jeez. That was so close.
There you go, there's that checkpoint. Gets the Kitsune suit. Loses it immediately.
That's been kind of the trend. Oh, he's on the final checkpoint, yeah.
Yeah, it does actually matter in this game too, because it takes away from your health anyway, even if you do have a power-up.
Yeah. Right, 1 extra HP, unless he gets hit by this fire flower dragon. Oh. Alright, this section with the stupid... I guess ghosts?
The Eries, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, they're a reskin of an Eerie.
Yeah, like everything.
Ringadon banking on a platform below.
I would never jinx anyone.
You say that now.
Well, I mean, if they're
Well, he
if
took
they
a hit
are
from the Eerie, not the Chomper.
if they are jinxable, then it's their own fault. The trick is to
Yeah,
not be
they should have
jinxable.
tried playing better.
Yeah.
That's Maurice's strategy. That's the Maurice Kuso school. It's kind of like the Andy Kuso school.
But even more direct.
That comic.
Alright, doing good here. 2 HP. Spare. Yeah, just... He knows the finishes right there. It was still really close, but good job.
Yeah, almost hit the boo ring.
Yeah.
Well, now just one more level and the boss. Which, Jetpack Joe is a pretty easy boss. It's the stage that is kind of a problem. Oh, well, I wonder what game this music's from.
What? Ringadon just got decapitated. Oh my goodness.
That's how you know it's a real fan game now. Oh,
Where was
BrightShadow's
the
gonna be in
spurt
for a
of
rude
blood?
surprise, by
Yeah,
the way.
BrightShadow is the wrong character.
Yeah, gonna be in for a surprise.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, K16 can pick up blocks, but can't spin jump them. Because K16 can't spin jump.
Oh, what up? What up? What up?
Oh. Oh.
That seemed maybe possible.
Ringadon just gets bounced right into the pit.
Zaxter channeling the shoot at the cyber demon until it dies energy. I like it. Man, going right from Rainbow Road to Castlevania Birds. It's all just lyrics, and BrightShadow just surrenders.
Game over.
Yeah, probably smart to take the intentional game over. If you're
Yeah.
already at the start.
It's usually the smartest move, especially when you've been having trouble. And sometimes you just gotta accept, you know what? If the opponent wins, I'm not doing myself any favors by rushing to try and beat them. You just gotta go for it and hope for the best.
Can you believe that this was the best SMW hack that I found?
Right, it seems
Yes,
pretty
all
good.
the other
it
ones
actually
are-
looks really solid.
Yeah.
Were far less MT viable.
Oh no! Oh, Ringadon.
Oh, Ringadon!
Oh,
Oh,
no.
that stings.
Yeah, it's when you just run and you jump and you clear the gap.
And the game over. That's pain. BrightShadow not trusting that jump anymore.
So just for me, like, is this Castlevania?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, this is Bloody Tears, I believe.
I never played any of them, so.
Oh, I've only played the first one, so. Maurice and I are both woefully underplayed on classic game series because we both have never played Link to the Past.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. We should
You're
play
not
that.
missing much.
Well, I still have to play. It's the only Zelda game that I have not played now, so it's
Okay,
like,
fair enough.
I have to play it.
I haven't played one.
Link's Awakening was on that list too before Speed Seasons, but that is the only one that I haven't played now.
But have you
even played
played
the
every
CGI one?
Metroid game?
I've only played Metroid 1.
The worst one.
I enjoyed it. It was okay.
Metroid, here's the thing, there is no bad Metroid game.
I do not think one is a good game. It's just way too big and levels are ridiculous.
It is, but if you think of it in the context of a kid who only owns Metroid, that is a hell of an exploration game. You are going to be engrossed
Yeah, I had
and
fun.
loving it.
Ringadon.
As well as that, Other M's combat is actually solid, even if not particularly Metroid. And Metroid Pinball is surprisingly good. And Prime Hunters is underrated.
Yeah, Metroid 1, I had fun with it. It had just the right amount of 8-bit bullshit for me.
BrightShadow is doing pretty well here, getting through the stage.
Yeah, it's going like, knows when to take it slow and when you just kind of need to go in.
Mythical with the best summer. Metroid 1 sucks to go back to.
I mean, I enjoyed playing it.
Oh yeah, but you didn't come backwards. You go from that
I
forwards.
go forward.
Yeah. You do the raw strategy.
I would say that I took this from Roar, but that's not true. I do this with every game series.
It's quite a long match.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised, but I don't
Me
know,
too.
maybe these players just aren't as good at platformers. I know BrightShadow is more of a puzzle player.
When it comes to a platformer like this, skill variance is kind of at its maximum. As we've talked about before, like, what is a pure platformer? The Super Mario World ROM hack is kind of the distillation of what that means.
Not a curvy platformer.
Yes,
A
exactly.
straight up platformer. I want to know what a curvy platformer is.
Straight up platformer on the rocks. A curvy, that'd be like Celeste. I would call Celeste a curvy platformer. The End is Nigh. And anything from that school of like sort of grid-based, like very. I would say a PC era DOS platformer is very curvy.
Yeah,
whereas
those are rough, I think the better term is rough around the edge. I
Kirby?
think that's how most people would describe them.
No, some of them are pretty great.
Kirby is
You
round.
just go.
I think Celeste is nothing like Kirby.
Federation Force? I've never heard of that. I don't know. I think you're just misremembering.
Yeah, that's not a Metroid game,
Jamie.
it's like its own series, isn't it?
Yeah, that's like what the Federation. That's a Star Trek game, right? Yeah, that must be it.
I didn't even know that you could duck underneath the bullets.
Yes, curvy as in not straight, not Kirby. Though Kirby would be a curvy platformer, actually.
Kirby is round. It fits
Exactly.
perfectly. Game over. That's a bad game over to get.
It is a bad game over.
Ringadon's still on 2-4.
Like at this point, if I'm playing in BrightShadow's shoes right now, Ringadon is on the last hit of the boss, definitely. There's no question about it.
I actually will go the other way. I would say if I'm in Bright Shadow's shoes and thinking how I failed so much and Ringadon still hasn't won, like it's unknown. It could be the last hit. It could be 2 stages back. It's
Especially if Puffer is finished
null
already,
factor.
too.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? That you've got a reference point. So you've got it's a null factor as far as where your opponent is. You
And
just
Ness.
gotta go.
Yeah, NES Kamikaze finished in 56 minutes.
There you go.
I'm surprised that one guy hasn't finished. Also, actually we have quite a lot of people in this race and only 2 finishes so far. This is an 8-person race.
Yeah, it's an 8-person.
1 forfeit, 2 finishes, 5 people still going. 1 hour in.
Damn.
Yeah, that is a little surprising.
I guess I was more right than I thought with the
Yeah,
skill
this is
variance,
high
but-
variance. Apparently, Deutsche Myth and I were not the entire spectrum, we were just the lower end of the spectrum. Good old Castlevania. This game is nothing like Castlevania. I may have only played the first one, but I think I'm qualified enough to say that.
We know how to Sokoban, not how to Mario. That's more true than you know.
I don't know how to do either.
That's the thing with MT. You think, oh wow, the players of this game have gotten to a legendary skill level, but around here, we're not those sorts of players. We play different games. You ask us to do a Kaizo hack, we're like, what the? No. How the hell are we gonna do that? But you ask us to play some janky DOS game made in China in 1985. I don't even know if DOS was out by then. We'll first try beat every level.
BrightShadow just completely overwhelmed by enemies.
Yeah, that's a point where you kind of want to take it slow and take out the enemy first. Just because that's not where you want to die.
Ringadon finds some
Well, you
help.
wouldn't want to die at all, but you really wouldn't want to die there.
Imagine dying. Oh, right at the end! But still has 3 lives, so it's not the end of the world.
Those are faster than SMW thwomps. They don't wait for you.
I like how you can tell from the sound that those were bonies.
Yeah.
Have we had any Sokoban matches this season? I don't think so.
No. We've not had a single Sokoban game.
Good.
We're saving them for top 8.
Actually, we had Direction Dungeon. It's a bit Sokoban.
Yeah, that's kind of Sokoban.
Towards the end.
So we haven't had Sokoban likes, we've had Sokoban lights.
I thought the difference between a roguelike and a roguelite was like the restart aspect. Where you keep
I thought it was
progress.
that if somebody says roguelite and says that there's a big difference between them, is that I don't care, and that's my difference between them.
Mm-hmm.
There is a difference between them. It changes based on who you ask.
Alright, BrightShadow has 2 HP to spare. And 1 hit in, I think? Maybe 2.
1 hit now.
1 hit, yeah. Oh man. He's definitely
and
not
jumps
gonna
into the
get hit. Oh,
explosion.
too late.
Game over. More Castlevania. Still gotta play that sometime. I'm going through classics right now because I'm doing Phantasy Star, but I don't know. Maybe I'll put Castlevania next on the list. Right before this was Metal Gear.
Oh, that was close for Ringadon. I think Ringadon is very close to the end.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's 1 health in here. Then it's just like 1 more section-ish. Ooh, come on. Right, just go, go, go. You got 1 HP. This is free. Oh no, what are you doing? No!
No, what are
Oh
you
no!
doing?
Jump from
Just
the
jump.
ledge! Oh no! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, the enemy despawned, luckily.
Mild heart attacks, classic.
Oh, is dry bones not called bony? I don't know.
No, it's Dry Bones.
I thought it was bony, but with an E. Alright, Ringadon on 2-5, 1 level behind.
Whenever I think of Dry Bones, I do think of Boney now, so... It has to be like a low resolution Dry Bones, though. I don't know, the HD image is nice, but it's not like as iconic.
Ah,
Flips
BrightShadow just...
off.
Like, he didn't seem to have many problems getting to 2-5, but ever since 2-5, it's just been really tough for him.
I wonder if, you know, clutch performance, you know, there's a reason choking is a thing. The closer you get to the end, the more stressed out you can make yourself, psych yourself out of it.
Yeah. It happens to me too, I get really stressed out on like the final
like,
boss.
Yeah.
That's
I'm an
simple.
expert at
It happens to everybody, no matter what you're doing. You ever watch tennis players make, you know, millions of dollars off a single match or whatever? You see it happen.
Oh no!
Oh.
The purple block trap. Oh, Ringadon saves himself.
The time limit for the match is 1 hour 30 minutes, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And right now, BrightShadow would win. And I'm pretty sure Ringadon just has to finish in order to win, because BrightShadow got like 2 or 3 hits and...
Yeah, I would feel fair just saying that's the requirement at this point.
I mean, it would probably be checked. Like, if Ringadon actually gets 4 hits on the boss, maybe
Then,
he
yeah,
wins.
that would be
Yeah.
more progress.
We would have to check
That's
that,
true.
but I mean, let's see what happens.
I think 20 minutes left, I think one of the players can finish.
Yes, me too.
Actually, I would hope that both of them will.
I do think both will.
Oh, as we see a third finish in race chat, Mr. Zimbu.
Oh.
Nice. It's not completely terrifying anymore that nobody has been finishing.
Oh, but that's for BrightShadow in particular. That may be extra terrifying.
Yeah, that is. If
someone
I was
just
BrightShadow,
finished.
that would be scarier.
That's like the heart attack of, oh no, was that my opponent? And that's ooh. It's mind games as well now.
And I know what you mean. Because you see race bots say, oh, something has finished, and then some time on the right, and you go, oh, no. And then you check who it is, and you may get distracted from the game. It's horrible.
And even if you check and see, oh, it wasn't them, you think, oh god, but someone finished. That means that if now we get the flurry of finishes from players of that skill level, and oh, it's freaking out, and yeah.
Yeah, it is a nice change to see. Maurice has been too busy with restreaming, so he hasn't been joining all the races. Yeah. Normally, I would always get the heart attack of like the X person finished. I would look; it would always be the first person, and it would always be Maurice.
I think I would.
And no matter what, I knew it was Maurice every time, but I still always looked. I still had that heart attack moment every time.
I think I would.
I think I
pretty well in this one. I did have Super Mario World as a kid.
I do recall that being mentioned when I was having my race every game raced time in MT.
I never did that. I probably would have done it this time if I didn't test all of them, and if I haven't been on commentary for like 90% of them.
Right, Ringadon is on his way to the final checkpoint. I think after this section. Oh no!
Live. Oh, jumps right off.
Oh no.
So trying to jump past that statue guy and not get hit is like so hard. I legitimately I just don't understand how to do it. I think I did it with like an extremely precise crouch jump. But I only did it on my second time because I think I did die here.
Go back for the power up and BrightShadow just gets hit anyway.
Yeah, and you still lose HP. So if you do pick up the power up, you have to use it to avoid damage. Otherwise, it's not worth it.
But that's the checkpoint.
He's been on this checkpoint for a while now. Oh, nice. I was wondering, like, no one seemed to be able to shoot them. I was wondering if maybe you can't.
I think we mentioned in the past that oftentimes once you start repeating a section, getting the more comfortable you get with like the same inputs over and over, the more mistakes can tend to creep in. And I just feel that's a relevant thing to bring up because, well, the players getting stuck on checkpoints is kind of a textbook example of that. You start getting used to the jumps, but as you get used to them, your brain starts getting a bit lazy, slacking off. And again, it's just something that happens.
Of enemies? Oh, nice. Avoids all of them.
Oh, that's good.
Right, so that's 3 hits you can take.
Come on, BrightShadow.
We go with K16. Interesting choice. I did find Sicari to be more mobile.
Perhaps wanting the shots just in case.
Yeah, I don't know why, but...
Oh yeah, you can't hit the boss with them.
Yeah, but I don't know if it does that much damage.
1 hit. 3 more hits. 2 more hits. And the boss has 3 HP.
Yeah, it's a sit around and wait boss too.
Alright.
That is stuck. There you go.
I never knew that. That makes this boss a lot easier.
I think that's 1 more hit for Bright.
Shadow.
No, just duck. Why are you trying to jump?
More.
Yeah, I think it was 5 hits.
I thought he hit him 4 times. Alright,
Be a
1 more
good
then.
shot.
Last hit.
Oh,
Duck,
got
what are
hit.
you doing?
Alright, 1 last phase to survive.
Oh no!
Ooh, that was
no.
close!
This is.
He can just stay on the right here. Oh, but he's gonna swoop.
Just-
Oh my god, they're so close!
the dodge.
BrightShadow with the dodge and the final hit.
With a time of 1 hour, 15 minutes and 7 seconds.
That was a lot longer
Finally.
than we expected.
Pushing through the mind games into victory.
Ringadon forfeits.
And Ringadon's done.
It's definitely one of the top moments of the tournament so far for me was that finish. That was a real
hell
clutch
of a
finish.
finish.
Glad multiple people have misspelled forfeit. And done today. Now we have a Ringadon in the waiting room.
We should have a mystery tournament spelling bee.
Well, hello, Ringadon.
Hello.
Gotta be clever. Play them at their own game.
That was a hard game.
Yeah, you can feel free to yell at me for that one.
I'm not yelling. I'm just like. Also, my controller was dropping inputs, but shouldn't blame your controller, right?
Sometimes you can blame it a little bit. I'm curious, before we get into too much detail, how do you think you did with that? Hello, BrightShadow. Ringadon, how do you think you were doing? I'm curious.
How did I think I was doing? Well, when Puffer King ended at like 30 minutes, I thought, oh man, I'm just screwed. I was like, well, I knew I was having a rough first world. I know I only had 1.5 levels to go because I was making it to the checkpoint in the ghost house, but
there were a lot of holes in that game.
yeah.
That there were.
After the first ghost ring in the ghost house, I thought there were invisible platforms and I was really mad. I didn't realize that I had to wall jump. Also, the wall jumping wasn't great.
Yeah, it wasn't great, but it worked. It was alright.
That was why my comment was, is that a wall? No, it's a background. You're dead. Is that a background? No, that's a wall. You're dead, because I died on 2.5 like 200 times.
No, yeah, 2.5. I think that was 2.5 was just kicking my butt.
Yeah,
And
that level was terrible.
when you said done, honestly, I was just like, oh, good, I don't have to play this game anymore.
Yeah, 2.5 almost got this
2.6
game.
isn't too much better.
But with that done,
that was painful.
BrightShadow, you did pull through. Congratulations.
Well
Thank
done,
Real
sir.
clutch finish, too.
I'm keeping up my streak of not going 0-2.
Pulling
I
past
know what that felt like.
what we in cons, or at least I assumed, was a bit of a mind game thing, especially with Pufferfish King having finished so much sooner. How did you feel seeing that?
I didn't worry about it too much. What distracted me was I looked over at chat every time somebody said something. I'm like, did he finish yet? Can I quit? Did he finish yet?
Or you were doing that about me? I was doing that about you?
Yeah. I was not enjoying that, like, at all.
I feel like this is the sort of game that I would actually really enjoy playing casually.
Yeah, it might be fun casually.
However,
I might go back to it and try it, but I don't know.
like, the pressure of the race was no bueno.
Yeah. Well, now it's over, and you never have to play that again if you don't want to.
Like I said, I might go back to it casually. I'm really looking forward to watching the VOD, especially just how, like, I want to see what Puffer King, like, how the heck he beat that game so fast.
I will say I'm a massive fan of Mario Maker.
Yeah, I don't
And
think I
have
like it at all. So.
well over 1,000 hours in that.
Okay.
So
probably helped a little.
yes, I don't know Super Mario World, but I know platformers really well. I've watched Super Mario World, and I was quickly able to associate, like, just things, and I was like, okay, I understand.
Yeah,
Is
the
this
funny part
slippery?
was Puffer was actually on the upper end of the testing times too. So like, we saw Pufferfish, we're like, wow, did we accidentally put an unreasonable goal in? Like, But you all
That's
did
never
pretty well.
happened before.
It was a hard game.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I'm impressed that it got accepted, but I'm happy that it did. It was both a fairly okay, at least, Super Nintendo platformer and an MT viable Super Mario World hack, which is like 2 unicorns in one.
It
This
was
is
no
true.
small Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am curious from those of you who were actually able to. Hello, am I picking up?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I didn't see the little green around my head for a second. Where was I in comparison to BrightShadow going into World 2? I'm gonna watch
was
the
pretty
VOD
much
later,
equal
but-
going into like 2-1. Like everybody
Okay.
finished World 1 at the same time except for Puffer.
Okay.
And then like you started catching up a lot once BrightShadow got stuck on 2.5.
Yeah. Well, that and I felt really good about my performance in 2-1. I don't know if anyone else did well, but hitting it first try made me feel great.
I don't remember any of the levels but 2.5 and 2.6.
2-1 was the Rainbow Road one.
That was
Oh,
2-2.
that one wasn't.
Oh, that was
wasn't
2-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
2-2.
Sorry, it was 2-2 that I kicked butt at then. I felt
Let's
good.
see.
It wasn't the place you went when you die. It's the place you went when you lived.
Looking at the brackets, BrightShadow moves on to fight Soapy Gnome.
Yeah.
So have fun with that.
And
Look
I
out,
get
Aaron.
Aaron
Ringadon fights Aaron, which don't draw a puzzle game.
well, I mean that's my don't draw a puzzle game has been my general strategy going into this race entirely, so
Yeah, don't draw a puzzle game against Aaron.
because oh boy, am I not good at puzzle games.
Same. I'm good
Well,
until I get.
you're
walled
welcome
and
for
I'm
giving you a
useless.
platformer then. Also, that is not true at all, BrightShadow.
Well,
Then
actually,
I'm good until I get walled, and then I'm terrible.
Yeah, that's everybody.
not
I
entirely
would say
true.
you're probably a little better at puzzles than you are at platformers.
There's a
That's
couple
sad.
puzzle games I'm okay at, but they're very niche puzzles, so
Let's see. Pufferfish King moves on to fight BTS. That match actually happened earlier. I hope you bought BTS because I think that would be funny.
I
like
honestly know nothing about them, so
I like both of you, but you're better at Jolly, so I gotta root for you. As somebody who also plays very well in Jolly. And AtomPlayed fights Munungu, which that'll be an interesting match for sure.
oh yeah.
It just means it'll be a Sokoban game.
Yeah, Munungu did not get Sokobond.
I mean, Jack Bros, you can still push rocks. Like, there's totally a grid, and you can push rocks.
Yeah, did not get totally Sokobond this time.
It was definitely a partial Sokoban.
We have not had like a pure Sokobond yet.
We did make the comparison, don't worry.
Yeah, the closest that we had was Direction Dungeon so far. But I'm glad you all didn't want to strangle me after that game. That's
No,
kind
it
of
was okay.
a rarity.
Well, I was
Yeah, I had fun with it. I had a
It-
blast playing this game. If I drew this in MT, I would be having a blast the whole time.
anyone who watched my stream on this or checks out my VOD will see that I gesticulated and yelled at the camera a lot, even though my mic wasn't on. But that's me getting mad at myself, not you. So
Don't
But
worry,
hey,
I
Maurice.
cursed an awful lot too.
Yeah, I can guarantee you that definitely happening. Hey, Maurice.